What is up, guys? ZJChallenger here for what feels like a release of a new video game. It feels like it, but really it's just season 2 of Street Fighter 5 and Akuma's badass dropping onto the screen. I'm gonna get right into it. Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter 5, sorry, Street Fighter 2 was before I was born. Anyways, Street Fighter 5 just did their yearly patch, which they said they're gonna do in lieu of a new version of a game like they did in Street Fighter 4, where they had like that arcade edition and Super Edition, Ultra, and all that shit. What they're gonna do with Street Fighter 5, they're just gonna, give you a giant balance every year, and DLC is gonna be trickle fed to us. So they just released theirs on Tuesday with Akuma. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Akuma is just amazing, at least for my playstyle. Considering that was one of my favorite video game characters of all time, I love him. You're gonna see him in the background. He's like heavy offense. He's heavy footsies, considering the guy has 875 health. So in case you're deciding on picking him up, he's a glass cannon. Hopefully you already knew that if you're playing Street Fighter. The dude just like a couple bad mix-ups and you're gonna die. I mean, you're already dead. But anyways. Season 2 of Street Fighter feels like a completely different game, and it took me a while to actually accept that, because ever since February, you think you get a hold on the game. You play the game every day. You think you get a grasp on it. You learn matchup knowledge, and you're beating the shit out of people. You think you understand it, and then on the first day of Season 2, you get bopped by a Zangief. I got rushed down by a Zangief earlier, and it took me some time. I'm wondering like what, how he used to be free. And then you have to look within yourself after you control yourself and don't break your controller or your fight stick or whatever it is you're using. I almost threw mine at the wall, I swear to God. But you have to look down on yourself and understand that the game is different. And as much as it's a new game, or it's the same game just with a patch and they didn't re-release it, look at it as a re-release. And that'll make your hardships a lot lighter, because you'll understand that at this point you have to learn the matchups again. At this point you have to learn what is viable in this game. You have to learn again what works and what doesn't work. That what does work is that anti-air game I'm working with Akuma. You see that dude getting ugh, but but what does, what you have to learn what does and doesn't work, because you can watch a guy attacking you and you're like, oh yeah, I know how to block this combo. I know the sequence that's coming here. You stop blocking and you get popped by something that didn't used to work a year ago, but now it does, because they've changed characters. They've made characters better. They've sped up some characters. They've slowed some characters. They've just changed up a lot of things. Like Nash, you can't run away anymore. His dash speed, like just the way they did his dashes, it's all just ridiculous. It's like weird now. I like him still, but obviously he's like dropped down to like 4th on my list, so that's important to realize. Your characters are not going to be the same. You're going to have a ton of Lauras who are way better. I had a problem with her before already. You're going to have a lot of Zangiefs that are better. Nakali's still a dick. You just have to take your time and learn the game again. Learn your matchups again, learn your characters again. Good thing is I'm picking up this guy, so I get to learn the game along with a new character at the same time, so that's interesting. But it's really important to not get too mad at the game and make like knee-jerk reactions so early into it, because it is a new game. Like I can't stress that enough, that it's completely new and it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take, I don't think it'll take the same amount of time as when you first picked it up, but tech's going to be different. You're going to learn a whole lot of new stuff. Like Guile's sonic boom loops don't work the same way they used to before. So you're just going to have to just look at this game and just put the time in. You got to adapt. That's what fighting games are about. Adapting to new opponents, adapting to new tech, all that stuff. It's going to take some time, but you're going to have to put the work in if you actually consider yourself a gamer, if you actually care about this game. It's going to take some time, period. But yeah, with Season 2, they just started this bad boy up, so they put the character pass up, and this time they rightfully named it the character pass instead of the season pass, because in the first one it was like you didn't get everybody's battle costumes until like later on in like the season of almost the end of Season 1. But this time around they call it a character pass, so when you buy it you get your characters and their battle costumes with their colors 1 through 10. If I'm mistaken, unless I'm mistaken, then please notify me, because that's what I've read, that's what I've learned. But you don't get their stages. It's important to realize that you don't get like a whole bunch of like crazy, like 1,000 stages. You don't get a lot of like all this extra stuff for free. So it's important to realize that, because people were pissed off that you had to buy Akuma's nostalgia costume. PSA, in case you didn't know, Akuma's nostalgia costume costs $3.99. You're gonna have to buy that, but it is worth it. I know I'm using his color 14 right now with the black and the blonde hair, looking all badass. But that's just how it is. You're gonna have to pay $3.99 for that costume if you want it. Akuma you're gonna see people jumping a lot with him because that air fireball is so effective. You're gonna see people just doing a lot of demon flips. So he's really with the raging but you see he's gonna be airborne a lot. I don't like to jump a lot in games, but that's a thing that comes with Akuma. So in the next few months, we're gonna see Taquito putting in some work. So I'm gonna steal some tech from him. Obviously, learn what I can in the lab. But until then, until you see me get better, hopefully attorney soon. Just stick by me here. I'm on the road to Diamond. I'm almost there. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I got plenty more coming up for you with the new Akatsuki brothers. Take it easy, guys.